So, we have turned to the northeast corner again. 9 years have passed since the Trace Maryland collision, but however, 50 miles down south, disaster struck again on Silver Springs, Maryland. February 16th, 1996, MARC train number 286 was heading towards Washington, D.C. from Brunswick. Cab car number 7752 was in the lead with 2 coaches and GP 39H-2 number 73 pushing. The train departed the station at 4:30 p.m. heading towards Washington, D.C. and was scheduled to arrive at 5:30 p.m. The train had 20 passengers on board and 3 crew members. Passengers were tired on a long day's work. They would never make it to Washington, D.C. While 40 miles away, Amtrak train number 29, the Capital Limited, was departing from Washington, D.C. at 5:25 p.m., heading towards Chicago. The train consists of 2 engines, F40PHR 275 and P4811, which has been in service for about 3 years already. 164 passengers, 14 stewards, and a crew of 4 were on board the train. Everything was settling down for the passengers on the Capital Limited, however, the passengers on the Capital Limited do not realize that there's trouble up ahead. Both trains were approaching a section of track. The Capital Limited would be switched on to track 1, while the MARC train remained on track 2 to wait for the Capital Limited. Usually this runs easily without no problems. It depends on everyone following the rules, but tonight there was trouble. The MARC engineer missed a yellow signal warning it to slow down. It sped its train to 60 miles an hour. Even worse, the Capital Limited was approaching the switch to get onto track 1. As the MARC train winded up Bryan curve, when he saw the Amtrak train and even the red signal too, he realized his mistake. He completely applied the emergency brakes and put the throttle in reverse to hopefully avoid a collision, but it was too late to stop in time. The trains collided at 5:38 p.m. The force of the crash wiped out the diesel fuel from the Amtrak train and gushed into the MARC passenger cars, setting them on fire. When dawn showed, the accident could be reviewed. F40PHR 275 was thrown onto the right side of the track, while the GP39H-2 remained upright from the crash and did not lean on its side. P40DC to survive a wreck with minor damage on the left side. Cab car number 7752 was split in half. Most of the Amtrak passengers were okay. Only 15 injuries were reported, but the MARC train was less luck. 11 people died in this disaster, including all 3 crew members from the MARC train. It was the worst wreck of Amtrak's history since 3 years after the Big Bayou wreck of 1993. People are trying to figure out what caused this train accident to happen and why. Even CSX was demanding some answers too. The investigation turns out by the cause of the accident was human error. The MARC engineer missed a yellow signal 10 miles from the impact zone, shouldn't able to tell him to slow down, but instead he sped his train to 60 miles an hour, forgetting about the caution signal. To add to that, even before the collision, has to do with snowballs, because children were throwing snowballs at the train. And maybe the engineer could miss it, and he was warning another train about it. To add to that, the firefighters couldn't even open the car windows from the MARC train, because they were so hard and very protective? That's how the passengers were killed by flames of smoke, but not the impact of the crash. Even to add to that, F40PHR was a bad design from Amtrak when it occurred another accident a few years later. It had a bad exposed fuel tank in the middle, and was hit, the fuel was gushed out and into the MARC train. Compared to new P40, had a tank built up inside the frame in case they did get hit. In the end, the MARC engineer was blamed for the disaster, and hopefully this accident won't happen again. In the end, Cap Car number 7752, along with the two coaches, and F40PHR number 255 was damaged beyond repair and scrapped, while P40-811 was repaired and continued to operate until 2009 and 2012, when it was placed for out of storage and into a storage siding to wait, and still operates here on this day still. MARC 73 still operates where MARC on this day still. Today, a memorial stand of the crash reminding us about the training action of the crash. It's been 23 years since this crash, and thanks for the safety board's inspections of engineers for not missing signals and warning devices on them, and even windows that could break easily. This accident could never happen again.